Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of the MaryGoRound Podcast. My name is Mary Brasha, and I'm your host. This podcast is powered by Selkirk Sport. We are Pickleball. The PPA Tour is off to Arizona this month. We've got a tournament at the Desert Ridge Marriott and then one in Mesa. I remember a year ago, I was staying with our good friends, Dana and Scott Evans. Shout out to you guys. We're staying with you again this year. But the morning of my singles day at the Mesa tournament last year, Dana and I were having coffee, and she gives really good life advice. It's what she does in her work. But we were having a conversation about just loving the game. So when I was on the court that day, I had this mentality about, I love pickleball and I love this game. And that allowed me to swing very free and play well. And I was able to beat Catherine Parento, fellow Selkirk sports star. I had never had a big win like that in singles, and it gave me a lot of confidence going forward in the year. So thank you, Dana, for that advice, because it can really help alleviate any sort of playing stress and anxiety on the court, to just remind yourself, I love this sport. It's okay if I miss a shot. They're going to hit a good shot. Give them credit for that on the court. But when you can execute your shots, you're going to have success. We will also be going to Salad and Go while we're in Arizona. I do not know why Salad and Go is not in California yet. It's one of my favorite parts about going to Arizona, because it is an athlete's dream meal, a drive-through salad, healthy and efficient. So Salad and Go, please sponsor us. Valentine's Day is around the corner. Please comment your favorite rom-com below. Mine is When Harry Met Sally. I love a good rom-com, so if you have a recommendation, let me know. So anyway, of course, I am going to bring on an iconic pickleball couple to the MaryGoRound Podcast today, Yana and Ben Newell. These two have been playing on the tour for a couple of years now. Between them, they have multiple pro medals, and Ben is one of the few people who has beat Ben Johns in a tournament. I remember last year, before women's doubles, I was warming up some points with Yana and Lauren Stratman, and Maggie and I were playing with them. And we were kind of like hitting, but also distracted, watching Ben get that victory over Ben in Newport. It was a great match and fun to see. But these are two of the nicest, smartest, and most talented people on tour, both on and off the court. And so I can't wait for you guys to learn more about these two awesome individuals. Welcome to the show, Yana Newell and Ben Newell. Hello, Yana and Ben.
Hey, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
How are you guys doing today? Where are you calling from?
We're in Kansas City. It's finally a nice sunny day. We've had a few bad weeks here with negative degrees, so it's finally a very, very nice day.
Oh, well, that is wonderful news. I mean, what's a day in the life like for you two in Kansas City?
For us, we've been doing a lot of working out lately. So we got a trainer, and we've been going about, 4 times a week or more.
Yeah.
So
Times, wow.
yeah, lots of training, and we're working on like agility and movement. And then we do go and hit sometimes throughout the week. But again, it's been pretty cold, so we have to go find indoor courts around here.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine playing pickleball in negative degree weather. So that's nice. You guys have the indoor courts. Do you guys train at Chicken and Pickle a lot?
Yeah, that's pretty much where we train the most. And when we get days like these, we would go to a public park, but most of the time, Chicken and Pickle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like Newport where we can go to your club or anywhere. Like, but things are popping up. So we love Chicken and Pickle, though. It's definitely our favorite place to go.
Yeah, I love Chicken and Pickle too. I love that you can, play pickleball, and then the menu is really good there. Like, I think it's a great place to go. So I hope they open more up on my side of the country, but we'll see.
Was the first one you've been to in San Antonio when we played the next gen? Was that your first time?
Yana, I was going to bring that up. How iconic the next gen tournaments. Yes, that was my first time at a Chicken and Pickle, and I was like, this is my dream to go to Chicken and Pickle. And you were the champion of next gen. Throwback to that. Anyway, you guys, you two are one of the iconic pickleball couples on tour. You guys are so cute. And I wanted to ask a little bit more about your pickleball journey and how you guys met. So why don't you take us back in time to where it all started?
It actually, funny enough, started in chicken and pickle.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, I'll tell it from my side. So I was at a desk job and I would drive past Chicken and Pickle every day. And so I was like, hey, I think I should go do that. So I started playing, and of course I got roped right into the pro scene, or like our top level scene there. And I was like, it's kind of fun. Pickleball's kind of cool. I kind of like it. It keeps me active. But I didn't know if I wanted to go do like the pros and travel a lot. And then Yana started coming, and I was like, oh, this girl's really good. And then she asked me if I wanted to go play pro, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like that's way more fun doing it with someone else than doing it by myself. So
Yeah, our local friends kept pushing us to go experience the tournament life, which at a time was 2020. Yeah, when COVID hit and when my tennis season got canceled, that's when I started playing a little bit more. I had no idea that they were actual tournaments. I thought it was all on local level. You just go play like fun event, and I had no idea that it was such a big thing at a time. So yeah,
and who would have thought this
that's
is what
right.
we're doing now and together? I think that's
yeah.
I just think that is so awesome. Like pickleball is just such a great way to meet people. And, it's nice because on the pickleball court too, it's not like a tennis court where you're far away from each other. Pickleball gets a lot of like interaction. You can really get to know people while you're playing. So that's something that my friends and I have been talking about. So I just love that for you guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really personable, like good and bad, right? You get a little bit of taunting because you're so close, but you also get to meet a lot of people and have a good
That's
experience.
right. That's how we met you and Maggie.
I know. And then we get to have all these fun times when we, cross paths on tour. Like it's just the best. Well, that is super cute. And I wanted to ask a little bit more about what it's like playing together as a couple. I know a lot of people that listen to this show struggle with playing with a loved one. I mean, I play with my sister, but I feel like a couple is a different level. So I'd love to hear more about that.
Want me to start?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Well, I'll speak for myself here. When I play with Benny, for me, I want him to win more than I want to win myself. Unlike when you play with just a friend, it's like I want to win, I want to compete. But when I play with Benny, I want us both to succeed. So if I mess up or if I do something wrong, I really get mad at myself more than I otherwise would playing with somebody else. And Benny is not a fan of negative energy in general, so that affects him, and then it's just a snowball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, and I won't get into further details, but
Yeah, no, it gets
that's
really
something.
stressful for us. I mean, it's our livelihood right now, and we want to win for each other so bad. So yeah, it's tough. I mean, we're not alone in that where couples struggle. But we've been playing together, training for the past 3 or 4 months together. It's going really well. Like I have a blast now playing with you all the time.
We're actually gonna give it a shot this year and play mixed together.
Yay! Thank goodness. That was going to be my next question. Are we going to see more of you guys playing together? Because I know you've kind of been on and off with that. So I am happy to hear this news.
Yeah, I think another thing that we did, I mean, we have so many learning experiences from last year. A lot of the times where we would partner up, it was like a last minute thing, like, oh, it's okay, we have each other, so like our training wasn't there, or our expectations were a little bit higher than,
Yeah.
where we actually were. So I think now that we've committed a little bit more to training and we get to see each other's games a lot more side by side, which we did before, but now it's like at a whole different level. It's like, oh, we're trying to work towards something now. It should be a lot better year, I think. Hopefully.
Looking forward. It's gonna be either really, really good or really, really bad.
I wanted to ask you guys, what is some advice you would give to couples who are so close to not playing together, but no, you guys should keep going?
Personally for me, something I think that would really work a lot would be discussing certain things before the match. So, certain actions and words trigger us differently. And I might say something that might upset Ben, and it might not even be towards him, it might be towards me. So just probably discussing little things that we would do in a match and understanding that, hey, this is something I do, something I can control, so please don't get upset because this is not towards you, little things like that. And like Benny
Do
said,
you have one in mind?
one in mind. Actually, a perfect example, I think. Yeah, if we play a point and I'm the one to miss a shot, sometimes Ben hits his paddle really hard, and I think because he's mad at me, but that's not the case. Like when we talked later, it was because something in the point happened where in fact we could have turned it around and have a point in our favor, but it didn't. So it's not towards me, it's towards the
Yeah, I'm like wishing the shot went over. I was like, oh, it was so close, like, so I hit my
Yeah.
paddle. Oh, we almost had it. And then she's like, you don't like it? And I was like, no, like we did good. Oh my God.
Yes, and that's
little, and in the moment it seems like a big deal. So
Yeah.
okay. That is good advice.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I would say I'm lucky too, because I also have a twin that I play a lot of sports with. So we're like an old married couple too. So I'm already like years ahead of me and Yana's relationship because I already have the fighting with him. Already.
Yeah.
But I would say, yeah, when you're that close to someone, it's easy to take things the wrong way. But also, I would say, look at it from a different perspective and say, do you want to play with someone else? Like at the end of the day, I love that I get to play with all these other guys on tour, but I would love to play with my brother. So like when I get to play with him, even though we're mad at each other, I'm so happy to be with him. And same with Yana. Like I've played with other females on tour, but when I play with Yana, even though we're fighting through some stuff that I don't have to fight through on the other side or with other people, I'm so happy to be with her. And that always helps me like chill out. Like, do I want to play someone else today? No, I'd rather play with Yana.
Oh,
Aw.
so sweet.
Okay, get out of here.
Aw, that's awesome, guys. Well, I think this is really going to help some people out. Moving on, I wanted to ask a little bit more about some of the things you guys do off the court. I know you both have multiple hobbies, so tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, yeah, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Ooh,
That's put pretty lightly.
Yeah.
wow. You should have joined us at Harry Potter World when we went in Orlando.
Well, next time I'm definitely coming in.
Good.
But yeah, so I watched the movies. I read a lot about it. Read all the books multiple times.
What were you reading last night?
Okay. Last night I found this cool short book on Kindle, and it's written by J.K. Rowling as well. It's short stories, and it's like backstories about some of the characters that are not the main characters, but it's like their childhood, how they went to Hogwarts, and so I found that, and that was pretty interesting too. But in general, I read a ton as well. I like reading murder mysteries, suspense thrillers. I like reading psychology things. Right now, I'm actually reading two books. I'm reading a book called Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown, and it's really good. And the other one called Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erickson. I know it sounds rough, but it's actually a complete opposite of what the title is. It's pretty much a guide to understanding four major personality types of people and just how to communicate effectively with them. And it's really good. What else do we do?
I don't think we hit on Harry Potter enough.
Yeah, tell us more. Tell us more.
Okay.
If I were to like turn the camera up, actually, I'll try it. There's like circles on our, oh, you can't get that far. There's circles on our ceiling because we used to hang candles, like the Great Hall. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, so you
Well, that was for a party.
Yeah, but still, it was here for like 2 months. So
that is iconic. Wow. I feel like Yana, you're gonna have to start the book club on tour. Like, I'm now inspired to read these books that you're reading. They sound really great.
Hold on, you've never read Harry Potter?
Well, I've dabbled with reading Harry Potter. I've never read it fully through. I have seen the movies, so I
question our friendship, Mary.
I know. I
don't hit the
know.
leave button. Hold on.
I think the conversation has to end now. No, I'm kidding. Maggie is the one who's a huge reader and Harry Potter fan. And so, yeah, we got to go to Harry Potter World while we were in Orlando for the tournament. And it was such a cool experience. I really felt like I was in the world. I felt like I was at Hogwarts. Like it was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and I tried the butterbeer.
All right.
That,
Right? We had
Uh-huh.
we stopped
Yeah.
by. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that is awesome. So, okay, cool.
Enough about Harry Potter. Don't embarrass me here.
I love it. I love it. Ben, what about you?
Hobbies for me, I'm a huge nerd. So I love to code, play video games, play the guitar, but coding takes up a lot of my time. I try and work on my LLC on the side. So like the live scoring at MLP, I was a big part of that for all of our events last year. And I just love to like make apps and help people and watch people use them. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So wait, what are some of the projects you're working on right now? Can you tell us a little bit more?
Ooh, I don't have anything right now. I
Okay.
stepped away from my full-time job. So hopefully have a lot more little projects I can work on this year. But the first one I want to pick up is mobile app development. So Yana bought me the Apple Mac that we're on now for Christmas. And I got lessons from, or like training sessions from my brother to learn mobile apps. So hopefully I can build us apps in the future.
So cool. Wow. Yana, you post a lot of happy Wednesday stories, and I feel like really inspiring things for like mental health and all that kind of stuff. Tell us a little bit more about that.
You know, we have technique, we have the basics of shots and everything, and it sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time, it comes down to how mentally strong you are. And it was just something that inspired me to, you know, make people smile more, tell them that, hey, you're doing good, don't be so hard on yourself, stay positive, um, try to always look at good things in life. And yeah, and it seemed like a lot of people were liking this, they were reacting to things, they started sharing stories with me. And yeah, just something little, that something fun.
Yeah, I thought those were so cool. So I hope you bring them back soon, but totally understand taking a break. I mean,
No, I should,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
good,
think
good.
like she's not too big on social media, but it's really cool to see her fans and how they interact with her when she does go on there. And I
Yeah,
think she loves to use her platform to help people when she's on there, and that's one of her avenues to do it. So
yeah.
that and the book club would be sweet.
All these things.
It's it's funny. I just met a lady on the plane. We were coming back from one
Oh
of the
yeah.
trips, and she was reading a book to me. She was reading a book, and I was reading a book, and she started talking to me, like what book you're reading, and blah blah blah. And she said, "Yeah, I have all these book clubs I joined in Kansas City." And I told her, it's fun. I want to have a book club too. And she said, well, I'm warning you though, the older the people in the book club, the less you talk about the book, the more you talk about life. So I think it's kind of funny.
Oh,
But it would be probably very fun to have something like that in the pickleball world. It would be interesting to see um, who's as passionate about reading. But I don't know. I should try. I just always think that people are so busy and we travel so much and
yeah.
compete so much. I don't
Yeah.
think it would be that successful, I guess.
Maybe this is the year you try it. We'll have to see. But I wanted to ask what it's like traveling together on tour. What are some of the, good memories you guys have had together?
So many.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy to look back like to last January? Like all of us have been through so much, I've had like 30 vacations.
Yeah.
I mean tournaments, but also like a vacation.
Yeah.
Favorite memory. Oh, playing pickleball at Lowe's Cab.
Wow, Los Cab shout out.
Yeah, when you hosted a
The Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, that was very really really fun.
Aw, wait, I'm glad you guys had a good time at that. Yes, for those of you who don't know, every year I like to host a Christmas party because I love pickleball and love Christmas. So it's a great way to get everyone together. And Yana and Ben were still in town because you were a superstar in the MLP finals and PPA finals. So you got to be here in SoCal and come play with us. That was just a blast.
That was a good one. You did good with the white elephant or whatever you called it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gift exchange. Yeah,
That's the biggest I've been a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an epic event, and I hope you guys can come again next year.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah, we'll
try.
be there. What
Let's
else do you have? I
oh
think
yeah,
my
go
favorite story on tour, we went up to Portland and Seattle to do the Seattle PPA, but we took a
Mm.
week vacation up there. So I'm gonna include it because we wouldn't have gone up there without pickleball. But we had a bicycle trip, like a mountain biking trip, which we both
Mm-hmm.
aren't mountain bikers. So we like didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, and we rented some mountain bikes. We're like trying to find the trails, and we're like on a dirt path that's like this much rock, and we have no idea what we're doing. But we finally find the path, and we think we're doing good. And then we're like halfway done, and we go for a water break. And like as we're drinking the water, we just hear this huge roar. And like
Yeah.
both of us are like, there's like no way that happened,
It's
right?
like, did we really hear this right
Like
now?
we're both drinking water, we're like, no way, we just heard like the biggest roar ever. And we're like, I was like, I'm looking in this direction and we're just gonna walk. We're just gonna get out of here. We never saw a bear or anything, but we're like, did we both just hear that?
We calmed down a little bit when we saw another biker. He came our way and then
Oh
he
yeah, he went
left.
towards the noise and we went the other way, so we felt safer.
What a story. Wow, the adventures of Yana and Ben. I'm ready for vlogs. I am ready. That's so cool.
We did see a real bear though in Colorado.
We did, but that was a little vacation, yeah.
That's what's great about, well, first of all, you have each other to travel together and experience these tournaments together, but also while you're at tournaments, making time to do fun things on the side. I know we try to do that, and so it's cool to hear that you guys do as well.
Yeah, pickleball's super stressful. I mean, for I think all of us who are trying to do it, professionally, and it's fun having each other. We get to help each other at the events, right? Like check-ins or paddle testing or getting water or food or whatever we need to do because our events don't always play at the exact same time, or one of us might be out or still going or whatnot. So it's fun to have the other person there for just the little stuff like that that makes it easier, but also the emotional side.
What is pickleball like in Russia, Yana?
Mary, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea. I
Oh,
haven't been home in like 5 years now. Um,
okay.
but Irina goes home a few times a year, and she actually told me that in Moscow they opened up a pickleball club, and they're like super passionate about it, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So Irina knows way more than I do about that stuff. But once I get to go home, I'll try to get involved and see what's happening out there. But it's cool that it is happening,
Yeah.
on an international level.
Favorite tour stop for both of you? What is it?
Los Cab.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was probably pretty easy for us. Definitely the LA
Oh,
area. Yeah.
Well, it was just such a fun one for me personally too, because Ben's brother went there with us, and he was there to like watch matches and coach me and help me through singles. When actually you and I were playing the semifinals.
I know the battle. Yeah.
So it was fun to have him there, and we sort of got close to convincing him to join the tour as well when he was there.
Okay. Well, hopefully we see the brothers teaming up soon.
I know. I keep pulling on him. He's close. I think we'll do a couple this year. He committed to 3, but it was over a couple beers, so I don't know if that's gonna count.
That's so
You
exciting.
guys are there. You guys are a fun group
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah, we found a lot of success there too. She's won some MLPs there. I won my MLP challenger there.
the
Beat Pete
the
Johns
weather is
there.
great.
The weather's awesome. People are awesome.
A little bit more on the pickleball side. What are you two working on in your pickleball game? And what is a tip for someone who may be trying to work on this as well?
You want to go?
What I've been working on lately is probably the one-handed flick and just playing more on the left side, since Ben and I will play more this year, I will be on the left side because Benny is a lefty. I've played like 90% probably of my mixed matches on the right, so I'm really hoping to get better on the left side in the mixed. So that's like the biggest goal for me. And the tip that I could give to others working on the same thing is just doing it, just go for it. Just try and drill as much as possible on the left side, get comfortable. If you're a girl trying to get better on the left side, try drilling with a guy on the left side against you, to get that feel of, because obviously guys are faster, their ball comes at you faster, so it's just a little bit different training. Yeah, that's what I got. What about you?
Yeah, for me, it's definitely my kitchen game. I think, it's no secret that I'm good at the power game, but the dinking and stuff, I'm trying to become more aggressive. I think I have some of the fastest hands on tour. So for me, I want to learn how to get the ball in an attacking position all the time. Even if I'm losing the attack, like a flick off the bounce, I think I can still win it with my hands. So trying to attack more, especially off the backhand wing, but dinking helps, right? If I can get my dinks going. So I think again, yeah, you just got to go for it. If you're struggling with something, you have to put yourself at the limit and just keep pushing through and seeing how far you can push, your shot or your accuracy or your power. Like just keep going for stuff. And if you don't try, you'll always kind of just be holding back.
Great advice. You guys are just so insightful. I love all.
Okay.
I feel inspired now to just, yes, I feel motivated. Okay. Well, I wanted to end our conversation with a fun game. I know you guys are already married and happily married, but it is the newlywed game. Have you guys played this?
No.
I don't think
We
so.
probably need this though for our interview too. Let's go.
No, basically what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna ask you guys a couple questions and you're gonna answer.
Oh,
Who is the best cook?
Oh,
Did we just point? Oh, hands down.
Okay. Who is more organized? Yana again. Okay. Who is the better driver? Ben. Okay. And who is late to pickleball practice?
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one is not a point at each other question. This is for both of you. If you two are celebrating winning the gold medal on tour and you go to a karaoke bar with all of your friends, what song are you both choosing to sing?
probably something from Foo Fighters or Goo Goo Dolls. That's my pick.
Okay, cool. Ben?
I'm gonna go with Bop by Hanson.
Nice. That's a
Oh,
fun
way back.
Oh, I know
Okay.
what this is. What about you, Mary?
Well, I always go to Bohemian Rhapsody.
All
It is
right.
a big song. So that is what I
Do we
would.
have any video of that? Or do we?
There was a time when I was in Atlanta for a couple weeks for those back-to-back Atlanta tournaments, like in 2022.
Okay.
And the group I was staying with, we went to a restaurant and there was just a guy singing. He handed me the microphone and I just went for it in the restaurant. And there might be some videos still out there, but
Nice.
it is a long song and a tough one to sing with all the different parts of it. But yes, I hope we can do that next time you guys are in town. Well, Yana and Ben, thank you so much for coming on the MaryGoRound podcast. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Mary.
Yes, and thank you to everyone who tuned into this episode of the MaryGoRound podcast. We will see you next time. Bye.
See ya.